Hey, this is Ryan with Pro Trailblazer, and this is a quick tip tutorial for the Cursor IDE, the AI text editor that I've been using lately. I've been working today just in Tailwind and CSS and Astro and Sanity. I was making components with Cursor. It was going really well. So what I would do is I would find like a call to action that I liked, and then I would use Cursor for it to match the styling and sizing of the project that I was working on. And then I also went to the next step to use Cursor to get all of the Sanity data hooked up to the actual component that I made. So it's going well and I like it. Let's see if I can catch lightning in a bottle here and just show you an example. This is the absolute first take of it. So I pulled up my Sanity starter that I've been using. What I want to do is I want to create a new component called CTA. We're just going to look at getting this in and styled out and built so that it works with Astro. So CTA.astro is what I'll name it for now. And then I brought up this Tailwind UI. I use different libraries like this all the time. And like a recent one that I started using is Lexington themes and Oxbow. So I'll put a link in the description so you can check these out. As most things that I use, I'm an affiliate for them. Clicking through the links and trying these different things, this and Lexington themes, is the way that I support this channel. So I really appreciate it. And it's also a great place to cherry pick different elements and just save a ton of time in terms of developing the same thing anyhow. All right, so in this case, though, I am just going to use this Tailwind UI, and we're going to try to build, let's try to build this one here. So as you can see, we've got like React and HTML. I think you could probably start with either. I am going to start with, I'll try React this time around. So I'm going to copy this dark paneled call to action. And as you can see, we want it to look like this. And I'm going to say Command K, make a component for my CTA, fill it full of Lipsum, link the A's to pound, and make it look like this. All right, so we got background white, and then it goes into the colors. It's starting with gray and going through all that. There we go. And it's using everything that we were expecting, except I'm seeing some REMs here. So I'm going to follow up and say no brackets match the closest here, and then I'm going to reference the file where my config is. And that's actually something that you could put, if you find yourself doing it all the time, you actually could put that in the Cursor rules for the Cursor IDE, then it would respect that moving forward. In this case, I'm just going to stick with what it was doing. It's kind of cool that I could like leave the window and it just kept doing the work. I do that often while it's going through stuff. And then I clicked accept, and it looks like we've got the start of a component, and then I save it. And then when I look at the site, it's not there yet, and it's because I haven't added it to my example page. And I'm just going to put it in right here. And as you can see, I just went to the page and it's like, I know what you want. And then put it there, and now watch this. When I go up here, it's also going to just add it. So I hit tab twice, press save, and there we go. So this is what it started with. And we'll just kind of shrink it up to the size of my weird little starter here. And this is where it ended up. That's pretty quick. It's pretty quick to get everything from there to here and working with it. And then if I wanted to, I could also select all, hit Command K, and say hook up example props from the Sanity query similar to, and then I'm going to reference a file that has already done that, probably like post or something. There we go. So we'll say similar to this. So this has got a whole bunch of post stuff going on. So I'm going to click submit. And then this is also going to put in basically the prompts that it's expecting. So I can use these when I create the schema insanity and when I'm putting together the query. It's a nice way to structure things together because I can set the structured content up to fit, but it gets me thinking as far as what direction I want in terms of how to have that set up. And then it also thought far enough to kind of give me a, well, if this is here, do this, but if not, do that. So when I save it, I still have the example that I was going with, and got a ton of work done as far as getting things moved over to where I want it to be. Thanks for checking this out. On to the next tip or trick. If you like these types of things, like, subscribe, follow. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.